Hello everyone and welcome back to the Adams Eats kitchen. I hope you beautiful people are well. Now boy have I got an interesting recipe today. I'm going to make the Wisconsin butter burger. Now I first came across this only a few days ago, so I've not tried it yet. I was just kind of trawling the internet and I saw it and I was just like, Jesus, I need to give this a go. And when I saw how it was made, I was both excited and outraged at the same time. Now for those of you who don't know, the Wisconsin butter burger originated in Wisconsin, as the name suggests, at a diner in Milwaukee called Solly's. I think it was called Solly's Coffee Shop at one point, but it's since changed its name to Solly's Grill. And they do all kinds of stuff, but the butter burger is what they're known for. Now what goes into making a butter burger, you might ask? Right, I suggest you sit down before I tell you because it might make your legs go a bit weak. But essentially what it is, we take a toasted bun, we put a good quality burger patty on there, some cheese if you want it, some stewed onions, and then wait for it. The top half of the bun is coated, and I mean coated, in really good quality butter. All right, you've got to have a layer like that thick. And then that sits on the top, the whole thing kind of melts together, and apparently it's delicious. So I'm going to give this burger a whirl, see how it turns out, and as per usual folks, if you hit that pause button, make a list of what you need, and we'll go and get stuck in. Now the first thing I'm going to do is to make the stewed onions, and for that obviously we need onions. These are quite large, so I'm probably going to use 1.5 of these, and then just slice the end off, you know the drill. And once you've peeled your onions, I'm just going to cut them into, fairly sizable chunks. You don't want them too small because they'll just kind of disappear. And then we'll get that into a saucepan, and then just do the same with the rest of the onion. Right, so I've chopped up all the onion, I put it in a saucepan, I'm going to get it onto a low heat, and then I'm going to add just a generous glug of olive oil, a knob of butter, a generous knob of butter, just a pinch of salt and black pepper, and just give that a good old stir, and then just keep it on a low flame and wait for that butter to melt. Right, so once all your butter's melted, I'm just going to add some wine, probably about 100 ml. Now what we want to do with these is cook them down nice and slow for about 25 minutes until they go nice and translucent, and be careful that the heat is not too high because you don't want to caramelise them. That's not what we're trying to achieve here. We want nice, soft, sweet, gorgeous onions. So I'm going to pop a lid on those and I'm going to cook those for about 20 minutes or so until they're nice and soft and sweet. Right, so my onions have been cooking now for about 25 minutes. They're nice and soft. If they look like they're drying out, just add a bit more wine. But you can see they're lovely and translucent and soft. And I've turned off the heat. I'm going to put the lid back on, and they can sit to one side or to get on and cook some burgers. Right, so I've got my burgers here. I'm just using really good quality steak mince burgers, and then I'm going to add to the pan some clarified butter, the recipe that I did the other day, and then I'm going to put the gas onto a medium heat and get that clarified butter melting, and then I'm going to lightly season each of these patties just with a bit of salt, not too much because there's going to be salt in the butter, a bit of pepper, and once the pan is up to temperature, I'm going to get the burger patties in. Okay, don't forget to season this one. And I'm going to cook these for about 3 minutes this side, and then we'll flip them over and add some cheese. Right, okay, so these burgers have had about 3 minutes this side. Let's flip them over. That gorgeous colour, that's what you want. And then I'm going to give these about a minute or so this side, and then we'll add the cheese. Right, so it's been about a minute. Let's lay on some cheese. I'm just using just normal cheddar here. I've also put my grill on, so I'm going to toast my buns whilst that cheese melts. Right, so my buns are nicely toasted so we can get on and assemble this burger. I've just gently reheated the onions as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is just place a patty on each of these bun halves, like so. All looks kind of normal so far. And then some of those stewed onions, get those on there. All just kind of sliding off, brilliant. Okay, now this is where it gets interesting folks. Here I've got some butter. Now this is really good quality French Brittany butter, because I think, with it being an integral part of the dish, I want to use good stuff. So it's at room temperature as well, so it's nice and soft. Now get ready for this. So all you do is just take your tops, get your butter, and whack it on. All right, just like that, really nice and thick. Put a bit more on. And then that sits on the top of your burger. Same with the other half. It's trying to slide off. My God. It's the messiest thing I've ever made in my life. And that's it, apparently. That's the butter burger. So I'm going to go and take a picture of these and then we'll tuck in. Right then, here it is, the butter burger, which is possibly the messiest thing I've ever made. You can see all the butter kind of pooling out here. I'm going to go for this one, I think. Oh my word. I've got a tea towel here because I'm just going to get in a right old mess. Let's go in. Oh man, I get it. I get it. It's messy, but it tastes wizard. Those onions are nice and sweet with a slight tang because of the wine. It's salty and the butter just kind of melts through everything, soaks into the bun and just gives you that really nice, rich, nutty flavour. I mean, it's really indulgent, I'm not going to lie, but as a treat, it's freaking delicious. Well, there we have it guys, the Wisconsin butter burger. I'm absolutely covered in it. Really delicious, really simple to make. Yes, it's indulgent, you know, you're not going to have this every day, but it's so delicious. Now, I'd be really interested to know if you've had one of these yourself. Let me know in the comments if you've had one, you know, if you liked it, if you didn't like it. But one thing's for sure, is I certainly do. Anyway, that about wraps up today's video guys, so thanks again for tuning in and watching. If you like what you see, then stick a like down below. And as always folks, stick around at the end because there'll be some links to some of the videos. And if you're not a subscriber and you want to subscribe, you know the drill. And I'll see you lovely people next time for more tasty fun and frolics. And bye for now.